Yeah, boy. Right guys, so we are back with another video on the Scania 143 project. Tom's been doing a little bit more prep work on this underlift. So all these rams have now been took all the way down to the bare metal. Same again on that side. You see it's looking a little bit cleaner now. I've got this stone chip done underneath here, which I mentioned on the previous episode, but the cab wasn't over so I couldn't show you. As you can see there, under that cab is now all stone chips in black and looks a hell of a lot cleaner. The truck is just completely covered in dust at the minute because obviously Tom's been sanding and prepping. So this will all be cleaned off, obviously, before we paint this. Now, the aim of this episode is to try, hopefully, get this lifting gear up in the air. To do that, we need to fill it with this stuff, which is hydraulic oil. So we've got 125 litres of this, 5 drums of this stuff, which needs to go in here. This was drained when we had all the pipe work done, and obviously the rams have been off, and we've completely drained this because we didn't like the look of the oil what was in there. We've got some new filters for it as well, so we thought we'll drain it all down and we can put some nice, clean, fresh oil in it when we're ready. So we are now ready, all the pipe work's done. So we're going to be filling this up. Hopefully, we're hoping, we're not entirely sure, that we can actually run this PTO and it will work, because obviously there's no lockers on here and a lot of the wiring has been removed along with the lockers. So we're hoping the manual controllers, which are over there, will still operate. So we can get this up in the air, because currently it's pretty low and we're not sure by the time we've got this back off the stands that is going to hit the floor. If it does, obviously we can't move the truck. Now the reason for lifting this is hopefully by the end of this week this lot is getting painted. So we need to get this out, get the wheels on it, get it out the door, get it jet washed, get it back in the door, get it on these, lift it up in the air, and then Tom can come in over the weekend and get all this painted back to a nice shiny red. So that's the aim of the game today. Right, so we've got 100 litres in there so far. So we're going to try and run this up, get a bit of oil moving around, and then chuck the other drum in because I can't see the level of what's in there at the moment because it's got a mesh in the filler neck. So 100 litres should be enough for now. We'll fire it up. We're going to build the air up first. We're going to see if it will engage PTO once the air's built up, and then we'll start to move some levers, get some oil moving, and see if we've got any leaks, see if this thing moves. Wheels are on. Tightened up. I've only put a few nuts on for now because they will be coming back off. This is just to get it on the floor and get it movable. So let's fire it up, get this air built up and see if we can get it in PTO. Fire her up.
Are you ready for this?
Do it. Move. First flick. So we're going to run this up now for 5 minutes or so. Get this air built right up. Obviously the PTO won't engage until the air system's full. So we'll give it 5 minutes, we'll come back and we'll see if the PTO will engage and if any of this gear will actually come to life. Right, so we've had this running, we've got the air up and tried the PTO switch, but unfortunately it didn't work. And we've figured out that it's actually piped in and wired in to the relays and the switches in the side lockers, which are no longer on the vehicle. Now we had a bit of a feeling that that might have been the case, but we've had to give it a go anyway. So what we're going to try and do now is we've found the air feed from the PTO and we've pulled an air feed out of the truck which has got air pressure. So we're going to get the truck running, get the air belt back up, and then we're going to dip the clutch, plug these two pipes together, release the clutch, and hopefully that should then engage the PTO. Let's give it a try. Right guys, we've finally got this working now. We've had to do some bits of piping, bits of bush fixing really, just to sort of pipe the emergency stop switch and stuff like that in. So we've managed to now get the PTO engaged, piped out the stop switch and run some fresh pipes in here, there and everywhere. And we now have this gear working. Give it a whirl, Glenn. There she is. None of the levers are currently labelled here guys, so we're having a bit of a guesswork as to what does what, because we took the stickers off it. There it is. Will that wind spoon go out? Grease on her. Yeah, they're already in. Yeah, boy! Right, so this is now the start of another day. Pulled the vehicle forward now so we can extend this boom at the back and lower it down, which Tom has now started prepping. We thought it'd be a shame at this point not to paint that. Obviously all this is getting painted, so I'd like to get this done at the same time, along with the underlift. So that's all out and mid-prep. So we've got a couple more things to do. This is getting out of the workshop tomorrow and jet washed off, brought back in. So before we do that, there's a few more things we need to do. We're going to be taking these old lamps off here, this old camera, get them gone. We're going to try and pull these old chains out, because these are well beyond being fit for purpose. These are jammed in, but they're that rusty down in there that they've all sort of seized together on the links. So I'm going to try and drag these out with a stacker or something later on. I've pulled the checker plate off the back of these as well, just so we can get some paint behind them. We're going to be replacing this checker plate anyway. We're going to be pulling these off because these are all bent and twisted. So we're going to take these off for now, see if we can saw some new ones. We're going to be taking this off as well. There's still some prep work to do underneath there. And we're also going to try and take this lot off, because we are going to be moving this over to the other side of the truck anyway. It's no good being on this side. This is the driver's side, off side of the truck. So you don't want to be stood in the middle of the road whilst having to operate these. So they need to be on the near side. So we're going to have a go at disconnecting all this, labelling it all up, getting this out of the way, and make it easier for Tom to get in and paint. And also then we can repipe it and send it over there. So let's crack on with that. I'm going to start off with these lamps and this camera.
That's Oosh. I bet that wheel's warm.
I bet that wheel will look good in zinc.
It would actually.
Right guys, so we couldn't actually get the chain out of that side. It's absolutely seizing solid, so we're trying to reach over the top here with some fork extensions which ain't working for us. So we're going to fold all this away now. The truck needs to come in the middle of the garage tonight anyway, so in the morning we can drive it out and get it jet washed. So we're going to move this over here, and then we're going to get the stack around the other side, and hopefully we'll get a better pull on that chain and whiz that out. So I'm just going to move this about now and then see if we can get this rusty old chain out of the way. Okay, so she's now back in the workshop and up on the ramps, ready for a big day tomorrow. So next time you see this truck, all this will be all freshly painted, nice and shiny red. So the challenge for tomorrow is we're going to be taking all these chambers off, these new chambers that we fitted previously, because obviously this is all getting painted again. We don't want all this getting covered in paint. We're just going to mask the drums out. We're going to pop the airbags back off and the shockers and all that sort of stuff, just to save us masking out, because it's probably quicker to take them off than it is to mask them, to be fair. I mean, it doesn't look too bad under here anyway, but we want to make it better, so we're going to do it again. Big day tomorrow. It's now 1 o'clock in the morning again. Another late night, full day spent on this today. So we're going to leave this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give us a share, give us a thumbs up, drop us some comments, let us know what you think of this project so far. It's been a hell of a lot of work, but it is finally getting there. So we'll see you on the next one.